Hello everyone, my name is Alvin Jupin and welcome to my book response video. Today, I'm going to talk about Araby, a short story made by James Joyce. Alright, first, I'm gonna talk about the main idea. The main idea of Araby that we should not put too much hope in something when we are not sure it will come true. In the story, the narrator has high expectations about going to Araby and buying a gift for Magan's sister. However, the reality does not match his dream, and he ends up feeling disappointed. This teaches us that having a realistic expectation can lead to sadness and that we should learn to accept reality as it is. Alright, now we're gonna talk about this topic. The story begins when the narrator develops feeling for Magan's sister and wants to do something special to make her happy. After she tells him that she cannot go to Araby, he decides to buy a gift for her from the bazaar. In my opinion, the plot clearly shows the narrator's strong feeling and determination to achieve his goal. As the story develops, reader can understand his excitement and high expectation about Araby. However, when he finally arrives at the bazaar, reality does not match his dream, and he feels disappointed. This makes the story interesting because it helps us understand the narrator's emotion and teach us that expectation does not always match reality. Alright, let's talk about the character. My favorite character in this story, of course, the narrator. I like him because he is determined to go to Araby and buy a gift for Magan's sister. Even though he faced delay and difficulties, he does not give up on his goal. The narrator's strong feelings and dedication make him an interesting character. However, his disappointment at the end of the story also teaches him an important lesson about reality and expectation. Alright, now we're gonna talk about proof in the short story. For example, the main message of Araby is that high expectation can lead to disappointment. When reality does not match our dream, one example is when the narrator waits for his uncle to come home so he can go to the bazaar. Because of this delay, he arrived at Araby very late and finds that most of the stalls are already closed. This experience made him realize that his expectations were unrealistic. I can relate to this because sometimes people make plans and hope for something good, but things do not always happen as expected. How about the structure? The story has a clear beginning, middle, and ending. In the beginning, the narrator likes Magan's sister and thinks about her a lot. In the middle, he wants to go to Araby Bazaar and buy a gift for her, but he must wait for his uncle to come home. In the end, his uncle comes home late and the bazaar is almost closed. I think the story is easy to understand because they even happen in order. The ending is sad because the narrator cannot do what he planned. The story is interesting because it shows the feeling of a young boy. Now we talk about the author. The author of this story is James Joyce from Ireland. He was a novelist, poet, and literary critic. I know that he wrote many famous stories, but in my opinion, I can understand this story even without knowing much about the author because the story is easy to follow. And now I'm gonna talk about the presentation. The story Araby is coming of age story. Yes, the story follows this type because of the narrator learned an important lesson at the end. I think this story is special because it shows feeling of a young boy and the meaning is easy to understand. At last, what I learned from this story is that puppy love can make someone have too many expectations. The narrator has a strong crush on Magan's sister and think about her all the time. Because of this, he does not see the reality around him. In the end, he feels disappointed when he arrives at Araby. And yes, I would recommend this story to my friend because it teaches us about growing up and facing reality. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.